How are y'all doing? I said a few times that we're going to run through some cost, and this is just cost of doing business. These are things that cost us every day in our business life and in our business. And some of these expenses you may have, some of these you may not have. If you would, try to grab a pen and piece of paper, write these down, try to put some number beside them. And it can just be a guesstimate at this point, just to see where you're at. So, shoes, nails, rasp. Everybody knows that's what it cost us. And shoes, nails, rasp, I have a number that's right around $15. And people say, well, that doesn't, well, on shoes, you need to think about it. And this is what it costs to keep a horse shod, not what it costs to shoe a horse. So this includes, lost shoes. So you're using nails. This includes, shoes. It includes the specialty shoes that you went and bought for a horse that was coming up or you were going to get, and wasn't real sure what size the horse wore, so you bought 3 sizes. Now you've got 2 and you don't know anything to do with them. You've got a couple of different options as far as shoes, like on how to not use those up. Whereas you go and there's a new shoe there and it's pretty cool and you think, well, I'm going to try these, and you buy a box of them and you find out on the first pair you really don't like them, so you stick those in your shop. I think as farriers, we've all got these piles of shoes in the corner that we don't use. I'm one of them. And it was all paid for out of horseshoeing money. So what this is going to do, it's what it costs to keep a horse shod. And I'm going to run through this pretty quick because I'm just going to run through the list because it's going to get a little bit long if I go through and explain everything. Shoes, nails, rasp, fly spray, hoof polish. Those are the things that you don't really think about. Miscellaneous supplies on your truck as far as propane, sanding disc, sanding blocks, drill bits, things like that. Tool replacement in your box. We all know what that is. Tool replacement on your trucks, grinders, big things. You got your grinders, you got your forges. All those things wear out at some point, right? You've got your rig payment. And some people say, well, my rig's paid for. Well, I'm also not naive enough to know that at some point my rig's not going to wear out, so I'm going to have to replace it. So I count $5 off of every one into a rig payment, and it just keeps me in good shape. And then, you've got your truck payment. Same thing. You've got your truck insurance. You've got your mileage and your maintenance on your truck. Government says we get 56 cents a mile right now. I'm sure that's going to change. You've got insurances, you've got liability, you've got health insurance, you've got disability insurance, you've got federal tax, state tax, city tax in some places, county tax in some places. You've got rent. Some people will think, well, I go south for the winter. I've got a guy that stays down south. We flip-flop back and forth. So I've got an extra apartment rented down there for the winter. That goes into my cost. Your cell phone, right? Your credit card fees. People don't think about that. We're taking more and more on credit card. Well, those credit card fees have to get paid for by horseshoeing money, right? You've got your bank fees. You've got your checks, and it's business expenses, right? You've got your business expenses, and there's going to be a lot of things in this category, but I'm just going to hit on a two, or a couple. Your bank fees, credit card statements, checks, just banking fees, stuff like that. Office expenses. QuickBooks, computers. There's stuff that we pay for out of horseshoeing money. Clothing, hats, shirts, anything we've got embroidered. There's more and more people starting to do stuff embroidered. It looks professional. That's part of building your business. And then you've got continuing education, which is a big one. It costs us a lot of money to do continuing education to make sure we're keeping up with our stuff that's coming out new, our clients' horses, how to service them better. And in that continuing education, a lot of times we have to get hotel rooms, we have to get on planes, sometimes we have to get on planes to go shoe horses, sometimes we have to get hotel rooms out of town. That's a big one. One that a lot of people don't think about is retirement. I take so much money out of every horse to go into retirement. And if you don't think that we deserve to retire, you're probably in the wrong business. Retirement is a big one. I've watched people give everything to this business and can't afford to walk away at the end of it. Some things to think about. There's a lot to touch on there. I tried to jam it in as short as I could. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it, guys, and this series is going pretty good. I'm loving it.